Hello, and welcome to the 10th episode. Okay, so I know I usually post these every day, every couple days, and I know most podcasts are once or twice a week, and I even said in a previous episode that, I'm not gonna have a regular schedule with these, and yeah, but it still feels like it's been forever. There is a reason for that. Okay, so I figured for the 10th episode I would do something different. Because what I've been doing so far in all these episodes and the introduction is I have this microphone, this really fancy microphone, plugged into my phone. And that's cool and all, that works, it's fine. It's just, I've been told by multiple people that it would be better if I plugged it into my computer and then used Audacity or Goldwave or whatever. But the program everyone tells me about is Audacity, and so that's the one I downloaded. I use Audacity because there's times where I always say I can't stop recording, or I won't be able to pick it up again. Well, what I was wanting to do was record in a separate program on my computer, and then I can stop and start however I want, and edit and stuff, make it edit out all the long pauses and I know that the show is called The Digressor, and the point is I digress, but sometimes I go on tangents, and I'm like, sometimes I'll listen back to a show, and I'm like, was this section necessary? And I kind of want to edit some stuff out, like in the episode 7 when I was talking. There was like a whole couple paragraphs where, when I was reading, I was like, I want to skip this, but I kind of was skipping through those paragraphs, and I was like, I kind of want to backpedal and not say this, but it's too late. I've already said it. I can't do anything. I can't edit. And so I was going to plug it into the computer, add it into a separate program, edit with Audacity, upload on the computer, or transfer it to the phone, upload. I don't know. I don't even know if I use Spreaker. I don't know if you can upload your files on the computer. I don't know. I only use the app. I don't think I've ever actually been on the Spreaker website. Anyway, so I figured for episode 10, I would do that. I would, start to actually put some real work behind these episodes instead of just upload, and I'll record and then upload, and then just I think the only extra work I do besides actually really recording is making the thumbnail, which most people probably don't even see, because the thumbnail is for YouTube and Instagram, and I'm sure most people are listening to this on Apple Podcast, which doesn't even see, you see the Digressor logo. So yeah, it feels like a waste of time, but at the same time I like being thorough. So I was wanting to do that, production style, yay, or something, I don't know, produce it. Problem is the mic, it's fine. I like the mic, there's no problem with the mic. It came with these cords, and I plugged them into the computer, and it was the green cord goes into the green jack, and then the pink one goes into the pink jack, and there wasn't a blue one, so I left that one alone, obviously. And so yeah, and then those cords plugged into this one, which I'm holding it up and you can't see because I'm an idiot. And so I recorded a small thing and couldn't hear anything. I recorded again, multiple times. Couldn't hear anything. So I restarted the computer, recorded, and it was like very low. You couldn't really hear what I was saying. So I was like, oh, maybe it's just because, whatever. And then I'll edit it in Audacity. No big deal. I'll like raise the volume. So I go to open it in Audacity. It doesn't take the file type that it records in. And I was using the built-in Windows recorder, voice recorder thing. Audacity didn't take the files because it recorded in MPEG, which I thought was weird. And then that didn't work, so there's a file converter I used to use all the time called Freemake. I loved it. I downloaded it, and when I went to open it, it said in order to continue, I had to log in with either Facebook or Google. And that was the first thing. I saw that, and I'm like, that's different. I went ahead and I logged in with Facebook. Tried to, it wouldn't let me, so I logged in with Google. And then I, dragged the file over to it. It showed up on the list. Okay, change to MP3. Yep, gotta pay. That's a subscription now. What? That is definitely new. I'm not doing that. And that is way too much work for what I was wanting to do. So I figured, I'll just record it on my phone and then move it over. Nope, MPEG. Okay. Oh, wait. Audacity has the option to record directly into the program. I'll just do that. Error. It was an error. It wouldn't let me. It wouldn't do it. It said like, I don't remember exactly what it said, but basically, Windows 10 basically has a list of programs. Like, you go down and like approve it for the use of mics, and Audacity isn't on the list. And I looked, and I couldn't find how to add Audacity to the list of programs that was approved for using the mic. And I got really frustrated. And the episode I was planning on doing, I don't even remember what it was going to be about. It was one of those spur of the moment, pick up the mic and record. And yeah, and I just got really frustrated, and I knew I was going to come back and record. It's like, I was even telling a couple of my friends, it's like I really don't want a podcast right now. I'm not walking away. I don't want to mess with it right now. So this is probably the longest gap. It feels, even though, like I said, most podcasts only post once or twice a week. I went 4 days without posting, and it felt like an extended break. And I'm coming back. It's like my return. It hasn't even been a week. I posted the last episode on the 16th of October, and it is October 21st at 2:12 a.m. So yeah, it's not like, it's 6 months later. No, it's not a big deal really in the long run. But because it's the 10th episode. It's not like it's the 100th episode or the 1000th episode, but it's the first milestone, So I wanted to do something different. And I'm plugged into the phone right now, like always. But technically there is something different, because usually when I have an episode, it's something I came up with on my own, or I'm reading a post I did, or whatever. And this time I knew I wanted to do an episode, to the point where I was sitting here for like an hour, I'm trying to think of everything. What can I do a post about? What can I do an episode about? I was looking around, I don't know. And then a friend messaged me, hey, how are you? And I'm like, hey, you. I told her what was going on. I was like, I don't know what I want to post about. And so she literally sent me a list of ideas. And, I went down the list, and there were some good ideas. They're all good ideas. But, some of them, some of them are heavier topics I don't want to do right now. I even told her, I will eventually get into the more serious topics someday, maybe. I mean, I do. I have plans for that. I know I'm going to. It's just I'm on the 10th episode. I want to do it now, so I even told her like I'll get to that, but I'm trying to keep it light right now. And at the top of the list, well, actually, hang on, I got it pulled up right here. Scrolling up. Wow, we've been talking a lot more than I thought we were. Huh, yay! Okay, oh, here it is. Number 3 on her list was Mandela Effect. And when I saw that out loud, I even went, "Ooh, Mandela Effect," because I'm interested in that. I am really interested in that. I actually kind of believe in the Mandela Effect, not to the extent that some people. Oh, they're like alternate dimensions, and I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Like I don't have like a fully formed theory on it. To me, it's kind of like a fun thing. I watch videos on it. There's a channel. Most of what I know comes from a channel called Alt Time Scary. I think. Actually, hang on. I watched one of their. I think it's this one guy. I watched one of his videos once, and it was a while back. All Time Low? No, that's a band. Okay, he has multiple channels. All Time, and actually, I'll just. What? Oh no. Oh, I hate this. Okay, it's a little awkward. This happens all the time because I watch on my Xbox, and I don't really go to channels that often. Like I'll watch a video, and then like more of their videos appear on my recommended, and then I watch more of their videos, and then more of their videos appear on my recommended. And pretty soon, I've been watching them for years, and I'm not subscribed. It happens all the time. I was watching the Super Carlin Brothers for like 5 years, and then one day I went to their channel because they were talking about, we have a gaming channel. So I went to their channel to look up the other channel, and I'm not subscribed. So even though like every YouTuber does this thing where they go, make sure to like this video and subscribe, and everyone just ignores it. Yeah, you might want to subscribe. One YouTuber right now actually posts like on his videos actually shows a thing. It shows that like I don't know, like demographics or statistics or whatever, the ratio number thing. Oh wow, yawning. Showing the number of people watching his videos who are subscribed, and it's like 2% of viewers are subscribed, and he gets like millions of views. So yeah, if people actually subscribe to his channel, he'd get a ton of subscribers. I don't remember who that was though, but anyway, All Time. I doubt you're listening to this. I am now subscribed. That's a little awkward. Okay, there's All Time 2, which I'm subscribed to. All Time Movies, All Time Games. I'm subscribed to all of that. Red Letter Media, that's part of this? Oh, no, it says Awesome Channels. So basically, he's linked to channels he likes. Featured channels, which is on it. All Time Scary, he posts... Okay, it looks like it's all Mandela Effect now. I don't know if he posted other stuff before, but this is pretty much... This is like the ultimate Mandela Effect channel, because when I first heard of Mandela Effect, it was like, here's Mandela Effects, and it's, there's the Berenstain instead of Berenstain, or Berenstain. See, growing up, to me, I saw Berenstain. And for the longest time, I didn't believe it was Berenstain. I thought it was just people trying to be controversial or whatever. And when people started talking about Mandela Effect, it was common ones like that. His channel. Okay, I was gonna say the new. Okay. So the most recent video was 5 days ago. 5 interesting Mandela effects. Okay, that's not a very descriptive title. 3 weeks ago, 5 brand new Mandela Effects. That's actually a common name on here. What caused the Mandela Effect a month ago? The missing dinosaur, a Mandela Effect mystery. 10 scary things to keep you up at night. I don't know. That's a Mandela Effect. 5 music Mandela Effects. Top 10 brand new. 10 brand new Mandela Effects. 5 brand new Mandela Effects. What is the Mandela Effects? Here's a specific one. 5 Wizard of Oz Mandela Effects. And, look, 5 brand new Mandela Effects. 5 brand new Mandela Effects. 20 incredible Mandela Effects. 2 Star Wars Mandela Effects. That's like a mini episode. It's 4 minutes. Oh, here... 2 unique titles side by side. 5 brand new Mandela Effects and 5 brand new Mandela Effects. Scary movie, a Mandela Effect mystery. You get the idea. I like this channel, and I watch these videos all the time. And most of what I know about Mandela Effect comes from this. I should probably actually talk about specific Mandela Effects. Right. Now that I think about it, some people probably don't even know what the Mandela Effect is. I know what it is. I'm not good at explaining things to people. I try explaining that to people, but, well, let's see. Mandela Effect right there. Okay. Boop. There's a 2019 film called The Mandela Effect. I don't think I like that. Okay, I'm gonna look for where. Why am I yawning so much? See, stuff like that I want to edit out. It's like, I'm yawning! Wait, I hope there's a... Okay, here's the Wikipedia... Wait. That is... This is the Wikipedia for the movie. The Mandela Effect is a 2019 science fiction film written and directed by David Guy Levy and stars Charlie Hoffheimer as a grieving husband and father who becomes obsessed with random facts and events that many people remember incorrectly. That actually pretty much summarizes Mandela Effect. It's random facts and events that many people remember incorrectly. But does the Mandela Effect have a Wikipedia page? I don't see it. Well, let's see. I'm actually on Wikipedia. Let's see. Mandela Effect disambiguation. Let's see. Album and film. So there's an album called Mandela Effect by, I'm not going to pronounce that, Ganjasufi. I don't know. What language is that? Actually, I'll just click on to that. They are American. Huh. Right? Anyway, so there's an album and a movie, and they're on Wikipedia, but the actual Mandela Effect is not on here. Alright, let's see. Definition. Let's see. Mandela Effect definition brings up Know Your Meme. This episode's not going too well. What is the Mandela Effect? It's just... what? Meh. Okay, I think this might be it. The Mandela Effect is... Okay, it's from Tech Target. The Mandela Effect is an observed phenomenon in which a large segment of the population misremembers a significant event or shares a memory of an event that did not actually occur. Fiona Broome, a paranormal investigator, paranormal researcher. Did I pronounce that right? But, there's a full-page ad just popped up. Okay, scroll down to continue. Okay, Fiona Broome? It's like broom with an E at the end. Broome? I don't know. A paranormal... Full page ad. A paranormal researcher coined the term to describe collective false memory when she discovered that a significant number of people at a conference she was attending in 2010 shared her memory that Nelson Mandela had died in prison during the 1980s. In fact, former President of South Africa was released from prison in 1990 and was very much alive at the time of the conference. According to quantum theory enthusiasts... Wow, put the pause in the wrong spot. According to quantum theory enthusiasts, the Mandela Effect presents evidence that the multiverse does exist. This belief is based on the fact that within each universe, parallel realities and alternate versions of events and objects are present, mixing with the timeline. In psychology, however, the effect is sometimes compared to déjà vu and can be explained by the human capacity of confabulation. For confabulation, an unintentional distortion of memory, confabulated memories, which are often associated with the brain's frontal lobes, may seem every bit as clear and detailed as events that have actually happened and are not intentionally created to deceive. Other people believe that the Mandela Effect is linked to conspiracies involving the Large Hadron Collider. The rupture of the space-time continuum or to the flat Earth theories. Still, others believe the Mandela Effect is caused by simple tricks being played by the mind. The Mandela Effect is relevant to project management and human resources as well as other areas of business. Careful documentation is essential to ensure that details of agreements are clearly specified and not open to interpretation. In cases where specified details are not adhered to, the documentation can serve as proof of the original agreement. And then it goes on. I'm going to now look up examples of the Mandela Effect. Now that we have the definition, let's look at examples. That was actually the next suggestion. 10 examples of the Mandela Effect from Mental Floss. Oh, this is a great site. I haven't actually been on it in a few years, but I used to read articles on here. It's a great site. I like it. And yes, I'm still in because it's loading. Let's see. Still loading. There's a big picture of Tom Cruise. Would you believe us if we told you the most famous line of 1980's Star Wars sequel, The Empire Strikes Back, was never uttered? Darth Vader doesn't reveal his paternity to Luke Skywalker by saying, "Luke, I am your father." He actually says, "No, I am your father." The line is but one instance of the bigger Fiona Broome. I'm just gonna call her Fiona. I don't want to. I've already butchered her name. I already know it. Broome, dubbed the Mandela Effect. A decade ago, after she learned that a number of people shared her erroneous belief that human rights activist Nelson Mandela had perished in prison in the 1980s, he died in 2013. With apologies to conspiracy theorists, the idea of a shared false memory isn't proof of alternate realities. It's simply a product of how our brains work to receive information. What we know about false memory is that it arises through... Wait, what is this? This is an article to disprove the Mandela Effect. You know what? I'm clicking out of this mental floss thing. Okay, let's see. BuzzFeed. 20 examples of the Mandela Effect. I hate buzzkills like that because... Okay, the Mandela Effect might not be real. I don't know. like I said, to me, it's like a fun thing, and I see people all the time saying, "Oh, it's just no, it's fake memories, it's whatever," and it's buzzkill. That's what it is. It's like, just let people have their fun. It's harmless. It's not like they're saying something. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. BuzzFeed: 20 examples of the Mandela Effect that'll make you believe you're in a parallel universe. I can always count on BuzzFeed for stuff like this and other stuff, but I rather like this stuff. Maybe it's parallel universes or time travel. Maybe it's just bad memory. Either way, it's fascinating. There's an unexplained phenomenon you've probably experienced without knowing what it's called, and it's garnering more and more attention lately. The Mandela Effect is what the internet is calling those curious instances in which many of us are certain we remember something a particular way, but it turns out we're incorrect. The name of this theory comes from many people feeling certain that they could remember Nelson Mandela dying while he was in prison back in the 1980s. Contrary to what many thought, Mandela's actual... Wow. Yawning again. Contrary to what many thought, Mandela's actual death was on December 5th, 2013, despite some claiming to remember seeing clips of his funeral on TV. These false memories have some people thinking their memory sucks, but some wonder if they've gone into a parallel universe, or if time travelers have gone to the past and slightly affected our present, or if they're slightly losing their freaking minds. It actually says that. I'm surprised they didn't swear. I don't like swearing. Whichever it is, what's most interesting about the Mandela Effect is that so many individuals share the same false memories. Number 1. Oscar Mayer isn't spelled that way. In actuality, the famous brand of hot dogs and lunch meat is... Okay, this one... I'm not... Oh, this is how I should do this. I'm not very tied to Oscar Mayer, and I'm not like an Oscar Mayer fan, so I'm not that attached to the way I thought. I thought it was Mayer. Wait, no. Oh wait, so I was right. I don't know, because I always see Mayer, like Oscar Mayer, and I knew somebody named Mayer, like the last name was Mayer, and it was spelled Mayer, and that's the correct way. I guess the Mandela Effect here is that some people thought it was Meyer. It's like in actuality, the famous brand of hot dogs and lunch meat is Oscar Mayer. But people have grown frustrated because they remember it as Meyer. Why did I put emphasis on the M-E? Wait, something... Oh no. Something fell off my mic. Two things fell off my mic. The rubber ends on the tripod part. Anyway, so moving on. Number 2, the show isn't called Sex in the City. See, this one's one that okay, that's 2 in a row. To me, it was Mayer, and that's the truth. The real way it is, or the way it's always been in this universe. I remember it Sex and the City, and the Mandela Effect here that people remember it Sex in the City, and it's showing a picture of, it looks like an officially licensed merchandise, Sex in the City. It's Sex and the City, but many people insist they remember it being in the at some point. Some people have even posted pictures of old memorabilia that supports their false memory. Number 3. We Are the Champions by Queen ends differently than many recall. In the way I remember is, because I would finish the song, and because it ends, okay, many of those familiar with the song remember the final lyrics being, "No time for losers, cause we are the champions of the world." Guess what? There is no of the world. The song just ends, and it drives people crazy because they feel 100% sure they heard otherwise in the past. But no, I actually remember that because I would finish it, because it would annoy me. So that's 3 in a row that I remember correctly. This is not going the way I thought it would. People think that Monopoly Man, rich Uncle Pennybags, has a monocle, but he doesn't. Yes, he does. Perhaps they're just confusing him with Mr. Peanut, the Planters' peanut mascot, who also wears a top hat and carries around a cane. But there are a number of people who can't seem to grasp how the Monopoly Man is monocleless when they've distinctly known him to have one. The Monopoly Man has... Okay, finally! It took four entries on here for me to finally... It's like, I distinctly remember the monocle. Yeah, because we'd make fun of him as a kid and put a little thing to our eye, like, I'm the Monopoly Man, meh. And, okay, I don't know. The tip to Pikachu's tail isn't black. I'm pretty sure in some adaptation it was, because there's been 1,000 versions of Pokemon, 1,000,000 movies and 1,000 seasons of the show. It had to have been black at some point. 6. The Bernstein Bears are actually the Bernstein Bears. Moving on. Curious George never had a tail. I remember him swinging from a tree. From his tail. And he was he had a balloon tied to his tail. I remember that. A lot of people even claim to remember seeing him use his tail to swing from a tree. Yes! If you look at pictures of Curious George right now, you'll see that he doesn't have a tail. Meaning either your memory made the whole thing up, or you've, drifted into a parallel universe. Chick-fil-A is not spelled CHIC filet or CHIK filet. Well, that one, I know that. Wait, what? There's a lot of people who insist they remember the popular fast food chain being known as CHIC filet, and there are even some who think it's CHIK filet. However, neither of those are correct, because the company has allegedly, supposedly, reputedly always been CHICK filet. I'm confused because it shows a picture of the logo and it's CHIC, and I also remember the full name. Darth Vader doesn't say, Luke, I'm your father. Yeah, that one, we already covered that one. C-3PO isn't all gold. Yes, his leg is silver. Many Star Wars fanatics recall C-3PO. Yeah. Mr. Rogers' theme opening line is different than you remember. It's a wonderful day in this neighborhood. A wonderful day in this neighborhood. Okay, let's see. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Me, my neighbor. I don't know. Let's see. During Mr. Rogers' neighborhood intro, he sings a little jingle that many people remember, beginning with the line, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood." That's not what it was, though. Instead, he clearly states, "It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood." Yes! Why? A beautiful day in the neighborhood? The beautiful day in this neighborhood, because, he's like, we're together here now in this neighborhood. Which just doesn't sound right to those who feel like they know the correct wording without a shadow of a doubt. No, yeah, it's always been this. Alright, people think the Mona Lisa is smiling now, but she used to be emotionless. Okay. A lot of folks passionately insist the Mona Lisa has changed because they remember her having a straight face, but now they feel like but now they feel like it seems. This line is worded weird. But now they feel it seems as if she's got a smirk. Yeah, there is a subtle smile, but hasn't there always been a subtle smile? I mean, there's literally a movie called Mona Lisa Smile. Alright. Kit Kat doesn't have a dash. Oh, come on. people remember a Sinbad genie movie from the 90s, but there isn't one. Yeah, this is another common one. I don't remember a genie movie with Sinbad. I remember Kazam. That one's different. I'm thinking maybe they got them mixed up. But then, Shaq, there it is. It mentions it. Those same people insist they aren't confusing it with the 1996 flick Kazam, which starred Shaq as the genie. I remember a few years ago, Sinbad actually jokingly made like a parody video of Shazam for the Mandela Effect, and then I didn't watch it. Like I kept meaning to, but then I kept forgetting. I think anyway, life isn't like a box of chocolates. Okay. It seems that a majority of the people confidently remember Forrest Gump stating his mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. Well, it turns out he actually said life was like a box of chocolates, despite what you've been... Life was like a box of chocolates. I think he had a mouthful of chocolate at the time. I think he opened... I haven't seen it in like 20 years. But I think he opens the box and he eats one. And his mouth is full as he says, life is like a box of chocolates. So it's probably... Hang on. I gotta see this. There's a link to it, I think. I think that's... Yeah. Let's see. Turn this up. Oh, it's very low. No, he's reaching for one. Oh, yeah, he has his mouth full of food when he says you never know what you're going to get. He's reaching for a chocolate when he says life was like a box of chocolates. But yeah, I thought it was that one I was wrong. Hannibal Lecter never said hello, Clarice. Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you. I didn't actually watch Silence of the Lambs until a few years ago, and I wasn't paying attention. I don't remember if you said that. I know the line from Cable Guy. I just assumed it was in there. Let's see. If you've seen Silence of the Lambs, you know the most famous line is "Hello, Clarice." The problem is that never happened. And when Clarice first meets Hannibal Lecter, he simply says "Good morning," or I don't know the voice. That's it. How is this film's most well-known line non-existent? Nobody knows, and it's eating people away. It's eating away at people. There we go. Interview with a Vampire isn't called Interview with a Vampire. What? It's actually Interview with the Vampire. Oh. I've always called it Interview with a Vampire. See, when we had it, we had the VHS copy growing up, but it was recorded. I think it was recorded off of TV or something, and it was a Sharpie, and it was written Interview with a Vampire. So when I see the title, that's what I see. So whoever wrote that, probably my sister, wrote it wrong. The Queen in Snow White never said mirror, mirror on the wall. Oh yeah, it's magic mirror. This is another common one. While the famous Snow White quote you probably heard others say and repeated yourself is mirror, mirror on the wall, it turns out the correct line is magic mirror on the wall. But it's funny that that's the case, because when Disney made a movie about the Queen, they literally called it Mirror Mirror. Jiffy peanut butter doesn't exist. Jiffy peanut butter. Jiffy makes peanut butter? Or apparently not, apparently. Because I know Jiffy makes cornbread. It's called Jif. Oh, Jif. Mom's like, you choose Jif. Yeah, what? Even though people remember the popular brand of peanut butter being called Jiffy. No, Jiffy's cornbread mix. And having a campaign that told mothers they could fix their kids a snack in a Jiffy. Jiffy has certainly been used, have been embedded in the minds of many, and it was even spotted in American Dad during an episode in which the character is uncovering a conspiracy. Fruit Loops is actually spelled F-R-O-O loops. F-R-O-O-T loops. Actually, that's kind of brilliant. It has a picture of the actual logo, and they have the Fruit Loops as the double O's on fruit and loops, so that's actually kind of clever. See, like, I never really paid attention. I was a kid. I was more interested in the cereal than the cover. Just follow your nose. If you like having your mind blown, you might also enjoy watching this video. I'd rather not. Alright, let's see. Any others? I'm kind of afraid to look at others because at this point, that basically covered the main ones. Some of them I had, most of those I had known about, but had forgotten. So, like, if I look at another list, those are probably going to be on there. Oh, 10 examples of the Mandela Effect. That's mental floss. I'm not going back to that one. Movie proofs of the Mandela Effect. edgeofwonder.tv. Oh, that's a video. I'm not going to watch a video on here. Let's see. What is the Mandela Effect? I already did that one. It's Entity Mag. That's Parade 50. Okay, this will be where I... Wait. That was parade.com. Nah. 50 Mandela Effect examples, but here's MandelaEffect.net with 40 examples. Alright, I'm gonna open both. That's 90 total. Let's see, how long has this gone on for? 42 minutes? Okay. Alright, let's go. What is the Mandela Effect? Scroll. Jif versus Jiffy. Nope. Oscar Mayer. Sex of the City, Of the World, Monopoly Man, Pikachu's Tail. Okay, Luke, I'm Your Father, Sinbad movie. Okay, yeah, like I said. But that was 20 list, and this is which one is this? This is the 50 list. MASH, okay, MASH. Mini MASH view, wait, what happened? Okay. I thought the cord on my mic disconnected, and when I was doing the noises and tapping the mic, I was looking at the little noise thing to see if it was jumping, and it is. It's still connected. I don't know. See, this is the stuff I want to edit out. Many MASH viewers remember the death of one of the main lovable characters, Colonel Walter Radar O'Reilly, portrayed by actor Gary Barloff. However, the character remained alive and well until the send-off episodes in Season 8 of the series. I grew up watching that. My parents would watch it. I don't remember much, but what I do remember is the episode where they send off a character, and like they send him on a helicopter and he flies off. Everyone's all excited. Oh, you're finally going home, and then, like right before the credits, someone comes in. Their helicopter crashed with no survivors. And even as a kid, I'm like, that was intense. Okay, JFK's car assassination. Even if you're too young to remember the tragedy in real time, you've probably seen footage of JFK's assassination in history class and read about it in textbooks. There is a common misremembering that there are only 4 strangers in the car. No, there were 5. There was JFK, Jackie, the governor, his wife, and the driver. Okay, let's see. The truth is, the total number of passengers in the car were 6. I was wrong. These included the driver, 2 Secret Service agents, the Texas governor at the time, John Connally, and his wife, Nellie Connally, plus President Kennedy and First Lady Jackie Kennedy. The possible explanation behind this common misconception is the angles from which the photos and videos of the assassination were taken, where the front passengers of the driver obscured the view of the jump seat. Okay, so I grew up watching I Love Lucy, and I do remember this next one. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. I can't do the voice. Was actually never said in the iconic sitcom. The people who remember the famous catchphrase by Lucy's husband, Ricky Ricardo, as Lucy, you have some splaining to do, might be living in a different universe instead. Instead, Ricky was filmed saying, "Splain that if you can," and Lucy splained. Alright. Cruella's last name, it's DeVille. 2 words, Deville. Okay, scroll down. If you're a lover of Disney movies and dogs, chances are you've seen the 1960s hit 101 Dalmatians. Even though there's a song about Cruella, it's a misconception that her last name is spelled the way I just said it. What? Her last name is spelled Deville. Oh. Because it's devil. I mean... Oh. Oh, wow, okay. So, I grew up watching 101 Dalmatians. I watched it as like a little kid. I was watching it before kindergarten. And so, this movie, I've seen it my entire life. And... I'm such an idiot. I never realized her last name. But Cruella is obviously, she's cruel. But her last name is Devil. Even the old spelling, it alludes to devil. Deville. Devil. And then, like, the actual spelling is literally devil, just capitalize the V. Wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, double stuff Oreo versus double stuff Oreo with 2 F's. Maybe we're just busy dunking our favorite after-school cookie into an ice-cold glass of milk to notice there isn't actually a second F in double stuff Oreo packaging. Yeah, someone... why am I yawning so much? Someone told me that about a year ago, and I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. You're lying. You're making that up. It's clearly a lie. And then I looked, and yeah, it's true. Alright, meet the Flintstones. Okay, even though you have probably been pronouncing or singing their theme song of the name of this beloved animated family as the Flintstones, the actual name of the prehistoric family is the Flintstones. Yeah. It's Flintstones. Yes. Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. Yeah, it's... people are saying it's Flintstones. No, I mean, because it makes sense, because Flintstone, it's a compound word, it's a pun, because everything in that show is a rock pun. Smokey Bear, let's see. Some may think that Smokey the Bear is the actual name of the famous bear, informing us that we could only prevent forest fires. In actuality, the lovable park ranger bear is simply called Smokey Bear. My life is a lie. 50 nifty United States. Most of us can recall learning about the 50 states that blossomed from 13 original colonies when we were taught about early American history. However, most people swear about learning about 51 or 52. This may have been due to the inclusion of the added territories to the United States, like Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Yeah, like, I've never heard of that. I know that I've been hearing talks about them making DC into a state. I heard them talking about turning DC into a state, which I have no opinion of. I mean, I kind of wanted to stay 50 because it's a good number. It's like perfect even number, and it's like with the flags, the stars on the flag, it's like perfectly lined up, and it's just like the great. It's like a good number. But then you got 51 states, and now it's like, what are we going to do with the stars? You can have an extra star just randomly thrown in. It just throws the whole thing off. All right, Chartreuse. The controversy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Chartreuse, one word. The controversy with this Mandela Effect is the strongest for proving there are parallel universes out there. Some people swear they learned about the color Chartreuse is a pink magenta color when in actuality it's a green yellow hue. Okay, I need to look this up. Let's see. Copy. Wait. Search the web for that and images. It's an alcohol. It's neither a color. It's not a pink or a green. It's an alcohol. And then Mr. Rogers, hello Clarice, risky business. Make risky business. Oh, that's the one with Tom Cruise, and he slides and yeah. Great for making for a great last-minute Halloween costume. Tom Cruise plays in a legendary scene in the film Risky Business, where he's depicted dancing in nothing but a button-down shirt, his tighty-whities, and a pair of sunglasses. However, contrary to popular belief, Cruise is not wearing sunglasses. Granted, I've never seen the movie. I've literally only seen the scene. Run, you fools. What? Remember in the Lord of the... Oh! Yeah, Gandalf. Remember in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf tells Frodo and the rest of the crew to run, you fools, before his dramatic fall? Truth is, the wise wizard is actually saying, fly, you fools. Okay. I very distinct. This is a running theme, isn't it? Where is Cinderella's castle? Some Disney fanatics think the Cinderella's castle is right near the entrance to the Disney World. However, the iconic fairy tale castle is just beyond the iconic Main Street and the Magic Kingdom. I think I heard that before. The Fruit of the Loom logo. Do you remember the Fruit of the Loom logo stitched into the back of your undies? Man, they do more than that. They make like t-shirts and stuff. If you're recalling a corporiconia with fruit spilling out of it, you may be living in a parallel dimension. The original logo is this pile of fruit. Original logo? What about the current logo? Alright, let me highlight the whole thing, not just root of the loom. Okay, search images. Huh. Yeah, that's the logo. Wow. Yeah, okay. There's one the second row. Which one is correct? Cornucopia? No cornucopia. Cornucopia one looks wrong. But I remember it, but seeing it looks wrong. The actual logo looks right. I'm just gonna move on. A Vigota? Starring in films like The Godfather, Fish, and Good Burger, actor Abe Vigoda passed away in 2016. There have been multiple reports of his death at different sources in the decades prior to his passing. That sounds like the Mandela thing that started it all. Sally Field's Oscar acceptance speech. They love me. They really love me. I think that's the one, right? Oh. It says, "You like me, you really like me," was the line in Sally Field's award acceptance speech that we all thought we heard. In reality, she said, "I can't deny the fact you really like me right now. You like me." Maybe it's because it was parodied to death and everyone hears that. Patrick Swayze's cancer battle. Why, they're saying he didn't actually have it? The talented actor who Dirty danced his way into our hearts, Patrick Swayze, succumbed to pancreatic cancer. Succumbed to cancer in 2009. However, there are numerous people who say that they distinctly remember reading or hearing the story about him beating the cancer and recovering. Okay, I'm kind of torn on that. I think I remember that he announced that he recovered, but then it came back and he passed really quick. I vaguely remember that, but I'm not going to commit and say I'm gonna fight for this memory. I vaguely remember that. Alright, the Challenger space shuttle explosion. Many people who are alive in the early 80s. Wow. Yawning again. Many people who were alive in the early 80s remember the horrific explosion that took place just 73. What's that? There was a noise right in front of me, and it was weird. Remember took place just 73 seconds after the Challenger lifted off. The official date of the tragedy is January 28th, 1986, but some people swear that the accident happened in 1985 or 1984. I was born in 88, so I read about it afterwards. The Lindbergh baby case. Oh, I said I'd never cover true crime. Okay, I didn't say I would never cover true crime. I said I don't want to. This doesn't count. The Lindbergh baby case. When famous aviator Charles Lindbergh's 20-month-old child was abducted in 1932, he became a widespread media sensation. Even though a child's remains were found a mere 2 months later and the killer was later convicted and put on death row, many people still speculate that the case is not yet solved. Does that count as a Mandela Effect? Of course people are going to say that. I heard conspiracy theories that said that that Jack the Ripper was still alive. He was killing people in 1880s in London. He would have been dead long ago. But yeah, I there was a conspiracy blog or something I saw, he could still be alive, and it's the blood of his whatever. No, he's dead. Stop it. Okay, I'm gonna let's see, what's this one? How long is this? Okay, this would be the last one I do on here. Ed McMahon in the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. Do you have a vivid memory of Ed McMahon appearing on people's doorstep to hand them huge checks and balloons after winning the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes? Yes, I do. Chances are you're not the only one. However, the Tonight Show sidekick never made... Wow. never made any such house calls. He endorsed the American Family Publishers, which was a rival sweepstake promotion, and never once appeared on camera. What? I remember Ed McMahon being on Publishers Clearinghouse. That's how I know what Publishers Clearinghouse is. That's how I know who Ed McMahon is. Johnny Carson was over long before I was born. I know Ed McMahon from Johnny Carson, but I wouldn't remember him from Johnny Carson if I didn't know him from Publishers Clearinghouse first. When I saw him on Johnny Carson, I was like, oh, that's where he's from. Yeah. So, I've never even heard of American Family Publishers. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. Okay, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end this here. I do have a bit of an announcement, kind of. Right before I started recording, I was in talks with somebody. I might have my first guest. Don't get excited, it's no one you know. It's a friend of mine. It's the same friend that made the list. Because we were talking, and she saw that, she saw the list of episodes, and she saw one of the episodes, and she wanted to do an episode where I interviewed her, because she had something to add to it. And I was like, okay, well, maybe we'll do that someday. So, it's probably not going to be anytime soon, but I might have my first guest, and it's a good friend of mine, so... And with that, I'm just gonna end that here. I do have some good news. Speaking of upcoming episodes, I have written the update post on the ghost stories, and I submitted it tonight. And it could take several days. Whenever you submit it, you get an email, and it even tells you it could take a few days. It could take several days to get it approved. And it might not approve it. So, but if they do approve it, I will read it that night. I mean, I have it saved in Evernote. I could technically read it right now, but I'd rather wait until it's posted, and then I'll read it. And I also have I know what my Halloween episode's going to be. It was originally going to be that I was going to wait until Halloween night and then read it. But I have an idea for Halloween episode, so just kind of a little bit of an update there. But anyway, that's tonight's show. I'm gonna end it right here.